Hello, welcome to Talk of the Town. I am your host, Abby on the Avenue, Marketing Director for Appleton Downtown Incorporated. Talk of the Town is a podcast where we shine a spotlight on the people, places, and passion in our community. Each episode, we engage in meaningful conversations with community ambassadors and local business owners as they share their stories about what makes our district thrive. Whether you're a history buff, foodie, music lover, or something in between, there's something here for everyone. Join us as we uncover the stories of what makes downtown Appleton one great place. Today, we have Margaret Collett, Marketing and Community Engagement Coordinator with the City of Appleton Department of Parks and Recreation, here to tell us about the exciting programs and events that they have in downtown Appleton and throughout the City of Appleton. Please help me welcome Margaret.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast today to talk about all the great things that you guys are doing over in Parks and Recreation.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are probably thinking a lot of your work happens in the summertime, but honestly, you guys are as busy as ever here in the winter, and I am really excited to hear about all the things you guys are doing in these colder months and what we can preview ahead going on in the summer.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Before we dive in, why don't you briefly tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been with Parks and Rec, and more about your role?
All right. Well, I grew up in Seymour, Wisconsin, so about 30 minutes from here. I've lived in the area now for 20 years. And I have been with Parks and Rec for 8 years. Before I was with Parks and Rec, I did event planning, meeting planning, things like that. So it really kind of, after I became a mom, it was really kind of perfect coming together with those events and things that my family was involved in.
Yeah.
So my role is doing all the promotion, all the communication for what we have coming up, and then reaching out in the community to different organizations and things to help and get involved in all of those events that we have going on.
Absolutely. Awesome. I can't believe it's been that long that you've been with Parks and Rec. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Were you always in the same role there?
It's kind of expanded over
Okay.
the years. It started kind of more as like an administrative role, and with the way marketing has really like it's so big, it's
Yes.
really taken on a whole different avenue. So now kind of got my hands in a lot of things. So, it's been
absolutely. We understand that. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit more about Parks and Recreation and kind of what you guys do. Because I know, some people might know bits and pieces about the different, layers that Parks and Recreation takes on, as part of the city. But talk a little bit about, what you guys all do.
Yeah. So our department includes, as you said, a lot of things. So first of all, we take care of all of the parks. The Appleton has 32 parks, 4 large community parks, and then the rest are neighborhood parks. So we have a staff of grounds crew that keeps all of that maintained. And then also the trails throughout the city, they maintain them as well. And then we have different facilities, all those pavilions at the parks, our athletic fields, the Scheig Center out at Veterans Memorial Park, and the pools, all of those facilities our staff maintains. And then then it goes into our programs and events. And it's quite a wide variety of programs and events. We have things for every age. We're really well known for our sports leagues. We are A-League sports. We have, for basketball right now, we have over 600 kids in our basketball program. For soccer this fall, we had over 1,000 kids signed up. So
That's incredible.
It's a great place where people from all over the area can come and play in a recreational league. A lot of great volunteer coaches, things like that. So we take care of that. We also have a dance studio. Unity Dance is out of the Northland Mall.
Yeah.
So we have over 500 kids that dance with our program, and we put a big recital on at the end of the year. It's definitely a non-competitive, low cost, so it, again, inclusive for people to get involved in. And then another big thing is swim lessons. In the wintertime, we utilize Appleton East High School's pool and Appleton West, and then in the summer, we use Herb and Mead Pool for our swim lessons. We try to keep those costs down so that they're open for everyone. That's kind of a big thing about Park and Rec, is just trying to keep it open that more people can get involved in that. Besides just the youth programs, though, we have fitness and wellness. So we have women's wellness series, we have fitness programs, we have early childhood programs, adult dance, adult bus trips, and then we have events. I know you're very familiar with different events.
Of course.
But we have a holiday event. We have a Halloween event. We've got our huge playground fair in the summer. We have fun runs and movies on the hill. So yeah, all of those kind of things are going on over at Park and Rec.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the list is just endless. That's amazing that, the different things that you guys touch and kind of do. And I know that a lot of those youth programs are huge. One of my coworkers' kids are a part of some of those programs, and they talk about how great they are and how it really just introduces kids to a lot of those things, gives them more time, even like outside of school, to use and utilize and do some of those programs, which is really great. And thousands of kids essentially that you guys are, working with, which is incredible for a lot of coordination of those things, which I realize is probably a lot in itself as well.
Yes. Our recreation supervisor that does all our youth sports, it is a lot of teams and children and coaches and parents to facilities. So yeah, he does a great job.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you mentioned kind of some of those seasonal things. So what are some of the, programs that you guys have going on right now that it's kind of the winter time?
Yeah. Right now, our big thing we've got going on is actually fun for the ladies. So our mom prom is coming up at the end of February. It's February 28th, and it's held downtown Appleton.
Woohoo.
So it'll be at the Hilton Paper Valley. And it is just a night for any lady 21 and older. You do not have to be a mom to come at all. We just wanted to give women a night out. I mean, the option, some people like to get really dressed up, find that old dress, find something new. A lot of them get a group of girls together and they get a theme. So we've had flappers, we've had the poodle skirts, we've had the 80s outfits, and really it is a night of dancing.
That is so fun.
They just have so much fun and laughing. But the best part about the whole program is it's a fundraiser for Appleton Parks and Rec for our fee waiver scholarship fund. So we're really helping those kids that can't afford our programs so that we can get them into swim lessons and dance and sports. So that's where all the funds go to. So it's just a great night.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's a great night for women, and we've had this is our 4th year, and it's so fun just to see ladies they'll go out to dinner before and then they'll just come and dance for like 3 hours and have a great time. And then knowing that they're giving back to the kids, it's a good event. So that is one of our big one right now.
Oh, that is just so much fun. It's funny because we were just talking about this morning, my coworkers and I, about homecoming and snowball and prom and all the different things. And how the girls got to go out, get their dresses, and the guys got to figure out dinner and the flowers and all those things, and talking about how like we kind of, reminisced on when we used to do that in school and things like that. And it's just a cool opportunity for, parents and things to get out and still do some of that. And I know for me, I have a lot of bridesmaids dresses just chilling in my closet. No idea what to do with them, right? Great opportunity to wear one of those. Or like you said, do some shopping downtown, come check out and find a new dress or wherever and get all glitzed and glammed up. I love a good excuse for that. So that's really great.
Yeah.
And the fundraising component is incredible as well.
Yeah, it's just so great to see all the women out. And we have people wear their wedding dresses.
That too. That was the other thing I was going to mention.
Why not? Just let's,
break it out of the box.
Exactly. So it doesn't have to be a big expense to get all done up. Exactly. Or if you want it to be, you can too. So
yes, absolutely. So. Yeah. So just a little bit about that scholarship program. So you talked about that it benefits, children who maybe can't afford some of those programs and things. How does that work, and how could families, take advantage of that or learn a little bit more about that?
Yeah, if you go to our website, so our website is appletonparkandrec.org. There is a place on there where you can learn about financial assistance.
Okay.
And so all it is a simple application, and there's certain qualifiers that you have to meet, but then for the family, each child in the family for each calendar year would get $100 towards any of our recreation programs that qualify. So we do have a lot of people that take advantage of it, because with that money you can also use it to get a pool pass. If maybe your child isn't into sports or things like that, but heck, in the summer they just want to swim.
Yes.
So it's a great thing for them. So yeah, so it's definitely worth checking out on our website.
Yes. Absolutely. That's great. Yeah. So I know you mentioned the mom prom, and we were talking a little bit more about some of the things specifically going on downtown, but of course you have things throughout the city as well. You've got some winter recreation at Jones Park that people can go and enjoy.
Yes, it's so far has been a pretty good season. We have these,
knock on wood, everybody.
Yeah, like these spikes in the temperature, but we had a great December, so we were able to get ice down at Jones Park. One thing that is people don't understand a lot is that we do not have underground chillers in the ground at Jones Park.
Right.
So some of these ice rinks that seem to always have ice, you got to understand they have spent a lot of money to make
temperature
sure.
controlled.
Yes. So we rely on Mother Nature. So this is the first year in the 8 years that I have been here that we have had ice before Christmas, just because of the
That's
temperature.
awesome.
Because you got to get the ground frozen before you can make the ice. So that's been pretty great, because about 3 years ago, we had a group from the chamber that donated skates, a limited amount of skates for people to rent. So we have skate rentals down there for $3 a piece, and you can go spend the afternoon skating. So we are so super excited anytime we have days that people are out there.
Yeah.
We have a huge following. That is where a lot of hockey players play, is down at Jones. So the lights are on at night. It's really cool to drive by and see them out there. And it's such a welcoming community with that hockey group. We work with them, pretty close with them, and they include the younger kids. And it's not just like, oh, I'm the best hockey player. They just want to teach the kids the game. So,
so cool.
We are just so glad that we have had so far a pretty good season.
Yes.
So hopefully it keeps going. Our goal is to keep it going, through mid-February. I mean, obviously it's up to Mother Nature.
Yes,
It could go
absolutely.
on till April. That would be very sad, but
On one hand, yes, but
yeah. So, if we can get through February, that's a great season for us. So it's just a great place to go. We have the hockey rink, and then we also have just a recreational rink. So if you're bringing your little kids down there, some of our grounds crew made the little helper things that can help
I need that.
slide across the ice, So we were just talking about in a meeting how we need more of those because ice skating when you first start is a little tricky.
Some adults need that too.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Including
we're
myself.
hoping that this is, so far it's been a great season. So hopefully it continues.
Yeah. So you mentioned that it's just kind of open as Mother Nature allows. If people kind of bring their own skates, is there any fee associated with that, or are they able to just kind of come down whenever it's good?
Yep. When there's ice, you are welcome to go. The parks are open from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Awesome.
I think that's kind of a misconception too, because we have hours on our concession stand and the skate rentals.
Sure.
So sometimes people think that's the only time you can skate is when that is open. But if you have skates and there's ice, we had a family the other day down there at 6 a.m. getting some hockey practice in.
That's awesome.
In the morning. So absolutely.
Great.
Anytime the park is open, you can skate.
Yeah, definitely check it out. You can, of course, go down there to see if the ice is open, but you can also check the Park and Rec Facebook page. You guys do a great job of updating what rinks and things are open, because there's some throughout the city as well, not just, down in Jones. So you can always check that out to see if the ice is safe to skate on before you head down there.
We do close, put a caution tape up when it gets to these warm temperatures, just so we can make sure it stays. Because if you're skating on it when it's not solid, it can put the ruts in there and things. So, on our website, on our Facebook page, we put updates. We have rinks also at Pierce Park and Herb Park. So it'll tell you which rinks are open.
That's great. Yeah. And those not far from downtown either. So definitely check them out. But as we're talking about Jones Park, let's jump ahead to summertime, because I'm ready for some sunshine for sure, personally. But you have another event that you guys just started, the Flicks and Sips series.
Yes.
I'm really proud of myself that I said that right the first time.
You did
It's a
great.
tongue twister.
Yeah. So we've always done like outdoor movies out at Veterans Memorial Park on the hill there. And a couple of years ago, we're like, let's try it down at Jones. And when we brought it down to Jones, we also included food trucks, and we partnered with Hop Yard Ale Works, and they brought down drinks. And we kind of kept it to classic movies, because we want it to be like a social kind of atmosphere. I mean, you guys do such a great job with the music and everything downtown in the summer, and people love to come to that. We're like, well, why don't we do why don't we do a movie?
Yeah.
You know? So last summer we did a couple. We did the Goonies. So we had families coming down and enjoyed some food. And then, you know, some of the kids get squirrely. They go and play in the playground for a little while.
Yes.
So
Such a great addition there.
yeah. So we are going to try, we are doing a couple more this summer.
Awesome.
So we're actually doing Back to the Future one night. And then we're going to, it was funny because we put it out on Facebook as a vote.
Oh, okay.
And we did kind of a family type. And then we were like, what about a different classic? And we got overwhelming response for the movie Airplane.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. I haven't seen that.
Yeah. I mean, that's old school. Like, I think it's Steve Martin.
Oh.
Is that right? I mean, it is. It's not Steve Martin.
Interesting.
Oh, who is it? I'm trying to remember. But yeah. So anyway, it's actually going to be pretty funny. I mean, so we're looking forward, and we're hoping to get more people down there this summer and
cool.
check it out.
Yeah.
So,
A very cool event for sure. And I know you guys had some bad luck with some weather there. We get that. We've been there. It's always the trials and tribulations of dealing with an outdoor event for sure, but definitely a cool thing that you guys will have happening down in Jones Park this summer. Is there any admission fee for that? Is, you know, anything else other than buying the concessions?
Yep, it's free for the movie. So you just come
Perfect.
down, bring your chairs, and then yeah, if you want to have any food and beverage, you just plan on bringing some money for that.
That's available too. That's great. Love that. So you can find some information about that on their website and things as well. Don't worry. There'll be lots of great movies coming, and it's cool that you engage the community and ask them kind of some of the classics and things too. So let's talk a little more about some of the other spring, summer activities that you guys are planning. Because of course, always got to be planning ahead as you're looking ahead at the next season and the, you know, the things that you guys will offer for that.
Yeah, we are in the throes of it right now, getting everything ready for the summer. Our spring and summer activity guide actually goes live online on February 16th.
Okay.
So we're just a little bit over a month away from that. So that'll have everything. That's going to have all your summer camps, all the sports camps, baseball, everything, swim lessons, all the pool information, special events. So all of those dates will come out on February 16th. And then registration will go live for Appleton residents on March 4th. And then non-residents, it'll open on March 18th. One of the big programs in the summer that I just wanted to mention, because we are bringing a site to downtown, is our playground program.
Ooh.
So this program is one of the longest running programs that we have in the city. And I think sometimes it gets there's a little misconception on it. So what it is we have 2 to 3 leaders. So they're high school, college kids at 12 different parks throughout the city. And they are there from 9 in the morning till noon and 1 o'clock till 4 o'clock, Monday through Thursday. And they lead the kids in games. It's literally like a 3-hour recess in the morning and a 3-hour recess in the afternoon to get kids outside, engaged, making new friends. And they really connect with these leaders. They get to know them, and they play every playground game you can imagine. If it's raining, they go under the pavilion and do crafts and play cards. It is a drop-in program. So if you sign up, you don't have to go every day. Like, oh, I can go Monday morning this week and Thursday. You know, it's just there for kids to have a place to go. So usually you sign up with a program that's nearby in your neighborhood. So this year it kind of fluctuates based on the demographics. So a neighborhood might not have a lot of kids at that time.
Sure.
But now we are bringing a site back to the city park. Ooh. We have not had a playground site at City Park for quite a while.
That's
so
awesome.
We're really excited that the kids in that area are going to have this opportunity. So that is going to be new. The best part about this program is it costs $25 for the entire summer. So
super affordable.
Yes. And again, so even if you make it for a few days,
Yeah.
it's pretty reasonable. And again, if you need financial assistance, we have that program.
Yes.
So it's definitely something I'd like people to go and learn about.
Yeah.
I think this day and age, we get a lot wrapped up in signing our kids up for so much. And it's great that they have this option of just a drop in.
Yes, kind of come and go as you can as it fits in your schedule. Because I know it's
Yeah.
a lot of times it's a very busy in the summer, and for parents to try to find things for their kids to do. They're out of school. You don't want them just sitting at home all day on their phones or doing whatever. You want them to get outside and do some activities or whatever it may be. So a great program for kids to kind of just be able to jump into whenever they can.
Yeah. And then you get to know all the different kids. I mean, if they're in your neighborhood, you'll know them. But we also have big events. We have a kickball tournament where the different parks take on each other. So that's a big draw.
Okay.
We do a field day. So then they go to, everyone meets at one park and do all of those super fun things, slip and slides and stuff like that.
I remember field day. Those were the best days in school. Everyone remembers that.
Yeah.
You got to get outside, like you said, play in the water. Oh, so much fun.
Yeah. And then our playground fair is our big program, and that's at the end of July. And it's 2 days of carnival games and inflatables and a trackless train. And so all of our playground leaders, we actually, the playground fair is a Thursday and a Friday, and our playground program doesn't run on Friday, but we take off that Thursday and the playground leaders go and work this event.
That's awesome.
So then it's great for the kids to come and they see their playground leaders in a different area and just really have fun. They can win prizes and things like that. So that's one of our big events towards the end of the summer.
Yeah. You guys do so much stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know people say that to us all the time and we're like, yeah. But it's really amazing how many different special events and things and programs that you guys put on outside of, the traditional, like you said, parks management, and then some of the sports that a lot of people are aware of, but how you go above and beyond some of that as well. Because like you said, not everyone may be necessarily interested in joining a basketball league or a softball league or something like that. So for there to be options for families that are affordable and, accessible for a lot of people is really amazing. Everything that you guys are doing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like, people ask me a lot about what I do, and I'm just like, it's just such a fun platform to be part of, because we kind of sometimes come up with different events. One thing I wanted to mention, we actually just this week, we are going to try a silent disco for the teens.
Hold on. We had a silent disco at one of our night markets, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was in there with my headphones on, dancing by myself. It was freaking awesome. I thought it was so cool. It's kind of a new thing. Can you explain it a little bit?
Yeah. So we're going to try, teens is always a tough demographic, too cool to do things or, so we really want to try some programs that people would get involved in. So what you do is you put headphones on, and in the headphones is where the music's playing. So kids are dancing around, or whoever is dancing, but you can't hear any music. You're watching people dance. But once you put those headphones on, it's like you joined the party.
Yes.
And you can turn on different kinds of music just based on what you click on your headphones. So we're going to try it out. We're going to do it at our Scheig Center. It's February 13th. We're going to do 2 groups, kind of like a middle school group, 11 to 14-year-olds, and then a high school group for 14 to 18-year-olds. And it's in partnership with Fox Cities Flicks. And
that's who we partnered with too.
Yeah.
Another great organization.
Yes, they're great. So we're going to see how that goes. So
very cool.
If there are people out there who want to try that out, we're definitely going to be starting promoting that very soon. And other ways, things that we want to get more people involved with some of our stuff. So as I mentioned before, with our sports groups and stuff, our sports leagues, they're all volunteer coaches. I mean, we have, it's a lower cost option.
Yep.
So there's a lot of parents that get involved, but they're also like to call out people in the community that want to work with kids. And maybe they were their kids' coach back in the day, and now their kids are grown out and they want to do that again. So get in touch with us. There's definitely opportunities for you. Or if you want to volunteer at some of our events, we definitely have options for that. Or maybe you want to donate some money so we can do different events. We have a sponsorship guide that we put out, so you can, maybe your business or organization would like to, give us some money so we can make a different event. So just even with our silent disco, like it's great to have a sponsor to make that go. Same with our mom prom. If you want to donate a raffle basket or something so that we can raise more funds for the fee waiver scholarship program, that would be amazing. So there's definitely a ton of ways for people to get involved with Parks and Rec. So just contact us, check it out on the website. That would be great.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Like you said, there are those financial opportunities, of course, which is great to, support you guys in what you do. But time is also a huge thing as well. And we know that in our organization too. Our volunteers are amazing and we couldn't do what we do either without them. So to give your time is great too. I know there are kids out there who need those volunteer hours. This is a great way to get some of that and do those different things. And you talked a little bit about those I think playground coaches that you were talking about. Are those volunteer opportunities as well?
So our playground leaders are paid.
Okay.
So they're a lot of high school and college kids, but we also have junior leaders. So it's kids that are like 14 to 16, and they may one day become a playground leader. And it's a great opportunity because a lot of them kids had come up through the playground program and now they want to be a leader. So it's like that step between that they can volunteer and get that experience. So yeah, it's a pretty cool experience for those younger kids.
Yeah. Awesome. Just a lot of great opportunities to get involved with you guys for sure. As we're kind of wrapping things up here, is there anything else that you wanted to mention about Parks and Rec and all the great things that you guys are doing? I mean, there's so much.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just want people to know that we pretty much have something for everyone, from pickleball courts to playgrounds to family events to bus trips to sports leagues, mom prom. We really have a lot to offer. We maintain our facilities and we stay connected through the community, through our social media. I'd love to have more people follow us on Facebook and Instagram because we do a lot of community engagement events, a lot of you could win a prize, go out and check out this park. We do a lot of scavenger hunts.
Yes.
So lots of little fun things like that. So I would just suggest people take a few minutes, explore our website and check out our social media and find out what we're all about.
Yeah, absolutely. You have things for everybody, for kids and teens and parents and all the way up to the elderly for, opportunities to get involved, to volunteer, to participate, all those different things. So very great ways to get involved with Parks and Rec. So last question I have for you here. In your opinion, what do you think makes downtown Appleton one great place?
Well, I believe downtown Appleton, it's a big reason why Appleton is named one of the greatest places to live or great places to live. It kind of feels like a hometown charm, but big city feel. So there's always something happening. It's all very close. You can walk to the river, you can walk to the park, you can walk to restaurants, you can walk to the PAC. So it's just so much to offer that just a trip downtown could turn into a whole day affair. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's great that we're able to be so close to, like you said, some of those great parks and the programs and the things that you guys do. So thank you so much for coming on the show today and sharing some of the great things that Appleton Parks and Rec is doing in our community all year round. So make sure you can go and check them out. They do have some construction going on. So their customer service center has temporarily moved to the Scheig Center at 1313 Whiskey Boulevard. It's inside Veterans Memorial Park. So just make sure to check out their website with where their office is located and open. But they are open for walk-ins, and they're available via email and through the phone Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30 p.m. to check them out. Make sure, like Margaret said, to follow them on Facebook and Instagram for updates. They're always sharing all the great things that they're doing in different ways for the community to engage and give feedback on the programs and things that they have to offer. Visit their website, appletonparkandrec.org, for more information about their programs, events, services, and more. Thank you so much for tuning in to Talk of the Town. We'll be back with more stories, more voices, and more reasons to love downtown Appleton. Until next time, keep your ears open. You just might be hearing the next Talk of the Town. This episode is brought to you by J. Geiger Consulting, a consulting firm specializing in J.D. Edwards Solutions and proud sponsor of Appleton Downtown Incorporated. Special thanks to local songwriter Amelia Ford for creating original music just for this podcast.